The Angry Llama is made for adults who enjoy honest, crass, cutting reviews when we're talking fucking llama. Sensitive bipeds need not apply. In a world where even your friends are feeding assholes, Angry Llama presents Monkey See, Monkey Do.
Just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I have officially accepted a position as an assistant coach for the Overwatch League team, the London Spitfire.
In this series, we take one Overwatch coach and one low metal player, pair them together for 2 full games. The first game is played by the coach, while the player watches and asks questions. The second is played by the player, while the live coach is there, cheering them on and giving them the solutions to problems they're facing. Check out my newest series, Monkey See, Monkey Do. Let's teach bipeds how they learn.
So this is where I teach and you listen, and then everything else you can kind of think about how it applies, and then I need more help from you there. So in other words, Zen is a support hero who's really good at supporting people from a distance. In other words, his harmony, his discord, even his damage are all really good at kind of controlling the battlefield from multiple different standpoints. I kind of think of like a battle commander, right? And he's surveying the field and he's thinking, okay, which fight, which skirmish, which area of the battlefield is the most impactful or the most important right now. And then you can apply your support to that through your harmony, through your discord, through your damage. And I think a lot of people misunderstand the category support. And a lot of the support heroes, really all the support heroes, have other ways of supporting besides just healing, right? You've got your shield bashes and your whip shots and your damage orbs and your sleep darts and things like that. So with Zen, it's all about the harmony orb is an extremely powerful 1v1 tool. In other words, if I harmony orb somebody who's 1v1ing somebody else, that harmony orb is almost better than an Ana pocket, unless your Ana's hitting every single shot, right? It's almost better than, it's half as good as a mercy pocket, right? And if you combine harmony with discord, so you discord the enemy that's 1v1ing your Genji who has harmony orb, it's almost impossible for your Genji to lose now. Because discord is massive when it comes to winning those duels. And that's not even incorporating your damage. So I'm actually going to turn this down a little bit. So if you can incorporate your harmony, your discord, and your damage, you have a really powerful capability of controlling fights from multiple different angles, from multiple different directions. So the key thing is can I keep myself safe? Can I contribute to the fight by, harmonying and discording things that are doing things, right? Doing stuff. And the last thing is that can I actually shoot people while I'm doing that, right? Because obviously you're playing a hero that it can do damage. So obviously a lot of information right now. So let's play a game just thinking about who I discord and who I harmony. Let's just think about that right now. So right now, I'm going to harmony my Widow because she's doing something, right? She's all the way in.
Yep, she's in the most danger.
Right, exactly. She's the most danger. I might swap that in a second because, she's not doing anything. So I'm actually going to harmony my Junkrat. Whoop. Because even though he's not in super aggressive position, nobody really is in aggressive position. Uh-oh, they're pushing forward, so I'm going to back off. Uh-oh, my Widow's in danger. I harmony. I discord the Genji because he's doing stuff right now. I can't see him anymore, so I'm going to discord that Zarya.
How do you feel about your positioning here?
So right now, I'm thinking, can I see stuff that's happening? Because obviously if I can't see, I can't do any damage, I can't spam or whatever. And if I can't, then I need to reevaluate where I'm set up. But at the same time, I really want cover. I want a little bit of distance between myself and the enemy team.
Right.
So there's some exceptions to that rule, obviously, but most of the time you want a little bit of distance and you want cover, almost without exception. So right now my Hog is all the way in. I can't really do much with that Rhino buff. I don't know what he's doing up there, so I gotta play it safe. Okay, that. A little bit of lag there on my end. My Widow's having a hard time. See, I'm really scared to push up right now because I know there's enemies all over. Oh, almost got that Zen. August. And I know they're starting to take space now, so I need to back off a little bit. That Widow's in danger. Now, there is a probable need that might have to trance this, but I'm scared because I feel like we've already lost this fight. So I don't know if trancing... Ooh, you didn't even pop my trance.
You got the res, we're back, yeah.
Right. Junkrat needs it. Genji's discorded. Oh, where? Now, I'm not in a good spot right now. At all. No. I got caught in a rotation. Now, you could tell I was at a bad spot. Not just because of how close the enemies were to me, but also how I had my back to a wall. There's nowhere to kite. There's no cover.
Right.
I was just standing out in the open. That's no good. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna back off a little
I've
bit.
noticed you haven't really taken any high ground yet. Do you not like high ground on this map?
So, it depends on where we're fighting. My team seems to want to be fighting forward. So if I go to the high ground behind me,
yeah.
oh god, he was trapped. I don't think I needed to translate. I realized that as I translate, like, oh no. So like, I'll pause for just a second here. If I go back here, then it's very difficult for me to Harmony or Discord or do any damage on any of this point right here. Now that position is really good if we're fighting strictly here, right? Because I can see it here. But this is like, it's where I have to like find what's the most aggressive position that I can hold that's still safe. This is too defensive. Like, I can't see anything. I'll survive, but my teammates are going to lose the fight because I'm not able to do anything, if that makes any sense.
It does. It does. Now, in a team setting where you can, control where your team sets up and things like that, you're saying you'd probably be back there.
Exactly. I could say, hey guys, can we play back for the point, like for the point or for this like platform here, because I can play a lot safer here.
Okay.
So instead, I realized that, okay, we're going to be playing close, so I'm going to play this cover here, this sight line here. It's a little bit of distance, and then I'm going to kite from here to the backup point if they push. Now, kiting from there to there, it's a long distance. It's a little scary, but it's the best option I have for right now. I'm also a little nervous of their Widow. So normally I would play like maybe here and kite this way, but that Widow's scary. So I don't want to stay in a wide open, like right now, if I stayed here, that Widow can jump here, jump here, jump here, any of these locations, and I'm in trouble.
Yep.
So I'm only staying here because I know where that Widow is. But now the sights are about to expire. Yeah, sights are about to expire, and I'm going to back off a little bit. Even though this fight's basically won. Oop, I'm going to peek a little bit. Okay.
Very good.
So you notice how, like, the key thing was just about keeping myself alive, positioning smart for most of the round.
Yeah.
And then using my Harmony, using my Discord, and just general targeting. Okay, that Genji's playing aggressive, you're discorded. That Rhino's playing aggressive, you're discorded. The D.Va's boostering on it, now you're discorded. A lot of people ask questions on like these Overwatch University posts. Who are the best people to Discord? It's the wrong question. You really need to be thinking about what's happening right now. Now, people ask, if I were to ask you, who is Discord best used against on the enemy team? Like what tanks, healers, or supports? Who would you think?
Man, so like the way I think of it is like whoever we can kill, kind of like what you talked about earlier.
Exactly.
I like to if I don't have anyone that I think we can really kill, I'll probably put it on a tank so we can pressure them. But if there's like a skirmish, if there's skirmishes going on somewhere, and I think where can I have the highest impact? That's where it's going.
Exactly, and that's a great way of looking at it. A lot of the times that is going to be tanks because the tanks are usually the one doing things or should be doing things, but a lot of the time it just depends on the circumstance. Like that Genji is way more aggressive than the rest of his team, so I'm going to Discord him. I'm going to Harmony my Widow because she's being actively threatened, and then I'm going to Discord the Genji. Now, one thing that I think a lot of people want to know is the same thing with Harmony. Like, well, who should I be Harmony orbing? Well, I generally like squishy heroes, and I like squishy heroes that are playing aggressive, right? Because I know they'll get use out of that 30 HP asset. That's a lot. It's a lot more to a squishy than it is to a tank. But if I've got a Genji sitting in my backline just throwing shurikens and he's not taking any angles, he's not flanking, then why am I Harmony orbing him? He's not doing anything. So I at that point, again, I have to use my discretion and just say who in the battlefield is actually engaging, and then I support them. And sometimes that is going to be a Reinhardt, even though it's not an optimal target, because 30 healing on a Reinhardt is better than 30 healing on a Tracer sitting in your backline, right? That doesn't do anything. So you really have to use your judgment. Like you said, with Discord, it's the exact same rules, Harmony. Who's doing stuff, that's who you're trying to punish. So what did you notice about positioning outside of the goof up on the point there? Like what am I looking for? I mentioned this a little bit already, but I want to see what you saw.
You stayed closer than I normally would have. And I think that's because I play comp like I play scrims, which is partially why I do poorly at comp. But I play comp like I do play scrims, and I try and take places where I should be setting up. But in that case, you were taking places where you were just being more beneficial. So that's one of the things, really, the big things I noticed is I need to be actively thinking about where do I set up to get value based on where my team is and where the fight's going to take place. It did seem like you were predicting, okay, they're going to come over the right side, so I'm going to move back to Fountain so that I can move back to stairs when the fight comes closer. That's what I noticed about it, is you were predicting where the fight was going to take place.
I remember this happened a lot of the time when I was playing Ana. And you know what? I'd watch these ML7 videos about this is the best position to play in Ana on this map. And I'd sit there and I'd look at my tanks and DPS and they're all across the map. And I'd be like, but guys, I saw the video position here. I mean, I'd be typing in team chat, guys, your feet. But the thing is, it's like, who's stupider? The guy that knows perfectly how to position, but is like just ignoring his team, or the person who's actually playing around his or her team? And I was being foolish. And the thing is that there's always going to be an okay position around where your team is playing. Where I was playing up forward, it's not the best, but it's fine. There's cover there. There's some distance. That's good enough.
Right.
So you really kind of like what you're saying is you have to look at where's the team fight happening? Where are the enemies right now? Where is my team setting up right now? And you got to play around that. Otherwise, you're just going to be banging your head against the wall. Like I could have played back high ground there and I would have done about 16 damage, So, even though that's not physically possible, I would have found a way. That's kind of like the idea that you have there is that you want rules about how I position. I have cover and I have a little bit of distance and I see stuff. And then you will, using those guidelines, find a spot on the map. And there's going to be a lot of trial and error, right? You're going to be like, oh, this is the spot. Like, oh, never mind. This spot sucks. Wait a second. But you need to have an idea of like what you're looking for in a position, and then you choose from there. So I'll do one more and we'll narrate this. And then I want to see you kind of pick one of these things that we've talked about and try and train it. Because we've talked about a lot. We didn't get an opportunity to really talk much about trance because the Genji kind of muffed it a little bit. But yeah, like even there, for example, I'm like right as I'd mispositioned, I'd sat in point and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die to the Genji, and he messed up his engagement badly. But I'm thinking I'm going to trance blade. That's what I'm saving trance for. But as he dashes me, there's like the split second where I'm looking at the kill feed and I'm going, if I trance to survive this Genji engage, can we win this fight? Because it's okay to trance there, even if he's not using blade, if I know that this fight, we're going to win this fight, unless I die, right? So I'm like looking and I'm like, oh no, 2 of us are dead. If I trance this, we're still not going to win this fight. So I'm committed to dying there, right? Now they muffed it up hard. They proved my point wrong and we ended up winning without me even having to trance. But that's the kind of idea that you want to be doing. You want to try and save trance for an ultimate.
So the original idea of the monkey see, monkey do is then the coach watches the player. In this case, Spilo from the London Spitfire and Bresh from the farm. But I suck at these things, and somehow the audio did not come through. So instead, Bresh and I looked at the Spilo comments, and reduced that down to a list of things he can work on, and then we talked about it as he went over the game, as to not bother Spilo again. He was nice enough to come and do the show, and then I ruined the audio like an asshole. But at the end of this video, you're going to see a lot more conversation with Spilo and Bresh, who has some fantastic questions. So stay put, or just use the time codes that Genaria always puts in these videos for all of you. That's her right. She's pretty awesome. Okay. Bresh rewatched all of Spilo's ideas and recommendations and came up with these 6 things. When can I push forward or take aggressive angles? Am I playing in the right position based on where my team is? Or am I just staying in what I consider the right position? Is my uptime on healing and Discord orbs 95% or greater, and are they on effective targets? Am I being aggressive or too passive based on the enemy's team comp? What's this other one? I can't even read it. Is my pathing from spawn getting me into trouble or giving me an advantage? Am I even thinking about it? So these are the things that Bresh came out with, and the one he's going to work on the most today is keeping his orbs up. He just changed his controls to the CarQ recommendation I love, which is the scroll down wheel to Discord, scroll up to Harmony, and he started weaving it in with some practice sessions, and then this is his first, I believe it's competitive, maybe quick play, match with those settings, and he's working mostly on orb uptime. Let's see how he does after he saw the monkey see. Time for monkey to do. Let's go, Bresh.
Capture objective A.
Alright, so we're focusing on orb usage.
Yeah, sweep right in there. Oh, I didn't see that top right. Alright, well, you know, doing those orbs isn't going to fix my position. We're not going to focus on that today, though.
Give me, yeah, exactly. Give me the link to the Twitch, because the Discord's hard to watch. It's really slow, so kill your Discord, and then I'll watch it on Twitch.
Alright, it's a Bresh SC.
Alright.
If you can... I originally got it when I was doing StarCraft stuff.
Bresh SC?
Yep.
Like StarCraft?
Yeah, I don't want to take this from there.
Perfect. I got it. Woo! So he's saying that because he wants to ult. Put in over on Genji.
So I'd say I'm probably only about 60% effective on those healing orbs right there, because they were on people they didn't need to be on for a bit of that.
Can you check your tab? Does Genji have ult?
Nope, almost. Yeah, again, yeah, he does 90%.
Keep your Discord on that Pharaoh.
Did you hear that monkey to the right? Because I tunneled and missed it. I didn't hear him walking over there. I just heard the
No.
Okay.
No, and we're having a hard time with pharmacy, and we don't have any counters to it, which is a bummer, but
Yeah.
we're gonna have to pay more attention to the Pharaoh ourselves. Good juggle on his part.
Yeah.
Have you felt yourself fall back into that Discord orb and using the old controls, or you feel pretty comfortable?
100%. Yeah. I almost feel like maybe I should do some quick play and just remove the other option for a bit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like, not comp, you know, but just like, I feel like I gotta figure out up and down. Yeah, it's just not a whole lot we can do here. Not that I'm contributing a whole lot, but...
Yeah, it's not our fault. What I practice here would just like, oh, how do I practice angles and not die to fire, right? You know, it's like that.
Man, that scroll up, scroll down just applies them immediately.
It's so fast!
Tell me he snuck up there at least. Tell me he was being sneaky boy. Nope, no, I just didn't hear him.
Repetition
I bet he's still back there too.
Yeah, he snuck. He's in front.
We're just gonna wait.
We walk in harmony, my student.
Yeah, Monkey does keep jumping Anna. Maybe give Anna the orb just so you guys can survive a dive. Wow, that Genji's feeding though, Jesus.
The outcome is not your day.
Sometimes it's worth it to trans out of spawn to get to the fight.
Yeah.
I'm not like right there was a moment where I was like, you know, maybe I'd hit it. But that moment has long gone.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's worth it. I don't even know if it would have been.
I feel like by the time I get him, well, we'll see if we group up here. We did group up one time at least. Yeah, this isn't. You already lost the main healer. We're still pushing in.
And Monkey's directly countering, you know, your Genji, who looks like he's just one-tricking or whatever, which is fine. It's quick play.
It's quick play, yeah. I should have played the top game.
That's fine. You're just working on orbs, my brother.
60 seconds.
Oh, the yeeted Hail Mary bomb. Never see that coming.
Oh, alright, here's where we can do that. That go button, right?
Mm-hmm. That timed out well. Pretty sure Genji was nanoed and just jumping, trying to build. A nice job.
I'm not sure. We didn't really get anything out of that Nano Blade, though. I don't think. Maybe I missed it, but I didn't see anything.
He's level 4, and he might actually be level 4.
That's possible.
You know, these things happen. An actual new player might be true.
In Overwatch? I don't think we get those, do we?
No, but if they win, we call them a Smurf no matter what.
Right. Alright, that was fun. So, like, I assume in that case, one of the things they're also considering is you gotta trust your Ana to keep that tank alive, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So is that something you try and like think about as like, okay, I'm the off support, so my job, so I don't need to emergency heal the tanks very often unless, you know, my Ana's dead or something like that.
Sure. I mean, I think it's just about like, what is my hero best at? My hero is best at helping my DPS win duels and punishing tanks. And my hero is not best at keeping my Reinhardt alive when he's swinging middle of the enemy team. So I'm going to trust, like you said, my other support to handle that and do my job. Now, is there sometimes going to be an Ana that sucks and maybe I should have Harmony my Ryan that game? Yeah.
Sure.
But it's about finding the like more often than not, playing like this is going to be the better thing. There's going to be games where if you had played stupid aggressive, like poorly, you would have won because the new team wasn't going to punish you. But again, it's not trying about finding a way to win every game. It's about finding the best way to play Zenyatta, and the wins in the SR will come as a result. Okay, so Bresh, what is something that you think from watching my gameplay or just discussing with me, you think that you could drill or grind a little here? What would be something you could work on?
So one of the things I can do is make sure, one of the things is trust my other support. So you were doing your job every time. While I was watching, you were always doing the job that Zenyatta does. And that's something I need to do because I do play a lot of Ana as well. So I am used to like being the tank healer, being that main, you know, source of heals. So I just need to think about, all right, they're critical. And and as long as my orb is getting value on the person that it's on, that's okay. Another thing is you were really good about making sure that you were doing the right clicks and left clicks at the same time. And I know you said it's not something you want to focus on, but it is a problem of mine. I
Sure.
am not as good at my left clicks as far as accuracy, so a lot of times
sorry to
I'll
interrupt.
overcompensate. And
I
right
need to
click-
count down. I'm very sorry. Just to line it up, because I'm gonna do the 2, 1, go. Thank you.
Okay. So one of my things is I'll right click because I want to try and get a kill, and I don't know that I can get enough shots on my left click to actually get that kill, and so I overcompensate with that quite a bit.
Sure, that makes sense. Okay, so like all we're looking for here is just harmony of the people who are doing something, and discord the enemies who are doing something. And whenever you can, like right there, obviously would cover have helped you versus that Genji. I mean, maybe it wouldn't have saved your life, but it would have made that engagement, given you more time to react. Because you can see there in the kill cam, as you're kiting out in the open. You're not really giving Mercy a chance to get to you.
I was actually kiting away from my team too, which was
yeah. I mean, sometimes it just ends up happening, but it is what it is. All right, so let's find cover. Let's find a harmony target, and let's go. Nice. Run. Now, where you are right now, obviously, the problem is that there is no harmony, there is no discord value. So there you go. Nice. Now we got it in Zarya. Now, with your tank line, you might find value from harmony just about anybody, because they're all kind of squished with your tanks.
Oh, there we go. We got an echo now.
Nice. Nice. Good discord. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Unfortunate. Nice! Nice. Huge shots. So you're way better at aim than not choking, you know?
I always miss like my first 30 seconds of shots for some reason.
It's fine. It's fine. It happens. Okay, so I think the only thing there is like that rotation of point. Obviously, that's real scary. You want to find somewhere to hide, a corner to hide as quickly as you can. So right now, I'll be thinking, where are my tanks going, and then where should I position around that?
Okay. So I'm gonna assume. Okay, my Zarya is going high ground. My Sigma is doing something over there. I'm not really sure what my Sigma is. Okay.
Yeah, unfortunate. This is 2 CP special. We might be here all day.
Yeah. Nope.
Oh no. And you could see even there. So see how you gravitated towards cover. What if you'd been there half a second earlier?
Yeah. If I had while I was taking those shots in the windows, been at the cover where I needed to be, as opposed to just taking cover from the windows. That's a big thing too that I don't really think about very often. It's like I don't need cover from where I'm taking fights. I do need cover from where I'm taking the fight, but I also need it from where the fight could end up being. Like now, why am I not behind? Why am I not back further?
Okay, exactly. That's a good question. People do not understand how important cover is. It is arguably the most important aspect of positioning that there is. At least the most important detail for certain.
I will put out another video with the remaining stuff. Maybe mid-fall. Get to see some more Zenyatta from Overwatch League's own and home of the New Hampshire man, Granite State, Spilo. Hey, seriously, man. Thanks a lot for the help. And I can't wait to see who's going to be the next guest on Monkey See, Monkey Do. Let's go. Here they are. Pop. Right there, dude. I jump up and throw it between my legs at the... Do you like how much editing and funny the llama puts into your Overwatch content? Did I happen to teach you something today? Or did you giggle? Well, one of the best ways to help support the channel, there's a little thank you button underneath the video on YouTube. Hit that button. Throw $1, $2, $5. You remember, llamas run on Dunkins.